Chapter 14 Congruence of Triangles. Hello children. In previous classes, we have learnt about different 2D shapes. We have seen many objects in our day-to-day life which are very similar to each other in view, like giant wheel, building and bridge. In this chapter, we will learn about congruency. Two objects are said to be congruent if they are exactly of the same shape and size. The relation of two objects being congruent is called congruence. Congruence through superposition. The method of placing an object on another for examining congruence is called superimposition or superposition. For example, when we place a 1 rupee coin on the top of another 1 rupee coin, we will see that both the coins are exactly the same in shape and size. Congruence of triangles. As we discussed, two images are congruent if they are similar to each other in different aspects. Now, we will learn and study about different congruent triangles. We know that line segments and angles are congruent when they superimpose each other. So, triangles are congruent if they can be superimposed on each other. For example, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Triangles have 6 elements, the 3 sides and the 3 angles. Thus, it can be seen that all the 6 corresponding parts of both the triangles are equal to each other. That is, AB is congruent to PQ, BC is congruent to QR, AC is congruent to PR, and angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R. Congruence of quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals are closed figures made up of 4 line segments. We will consider 2 quadrilaterals ABCD and PQRS to understand the congruency. If we compare both figures, we can find that AB is equal to PQ and angle A is equal to angle P. BC is equal to QR and angle B is equal to angle Q. CD is equal to RS and angle C is equal to angle R. AD is equal to PS and angle D is equal to angle S. Thus, we can say that if the 4 sides and 4 angles of a quadrilateral are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of other quadrilateral, then the 2 quadrilaterals are said to be congruent. Congruence of circles. We know that all the circles have same shape. The radius of circle determines the size of the circle. Let us consider 2 circles with centers O1 and O2 and let the radius of both the circles be R1. Trace the circle with center O1 and superpose it on the circle with center O2 such that the 2 centers O1 and O2 coincide. We can see that if 2 circles have the same radius, then they are congruent. Conversely, if 2 circles are congruent, then the lengths of their radii are same. Congruence of triangles. In congruence of triangles, the order in which the names of the triangles are written shows the order of the vertices in both the triangles. Thus, in congruence, the order is very essential. We will learn different congruency criteria. Let's start with SSS Congruence. SSS Congruence condition says that 2 triangles are congruent if the 3 sides of one triangle are respectively equal to the 3 sides of the other triangle. For example, triangle ABC and triangle LMN are congruent to each other because AB is equal to LM, AC is equal to LN, and BC is equal to MN. Therefore, when 2 triangles are congruent, all their corresponding parts will be congruent to each other and are known as corresponding parts of congruent triangles CPCT. SAS Congruence, two sides and the included angle. SAS Congruence condition says that two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are respectively equal to the corresponding two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. For example, in triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, we can see that AB is equal to XY and BC is equal to YZ. Also, angle B is equal to angle Y. So, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. RHS Congruence, right angle, hypotenuse and one side. RHS Congruence condition says that two right angle triangles are congruent if the hypotenuse and any side of one triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle. For example, in triangle ABC and triangle RST, we can see that angle B and angle S is 90 degrees. Also, line AB and RS is equal to 5 centimeters. Thus, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle RST. Also, AC is equal to RT, BC is equal to ST and angle B is equal to angle S. Hence, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle RST. So, children, in this chapter, we learnt about congruency of triangle, circle and angles. Hope you have understood the chapter.